platforms as well. And my computer is trying to catch up. So welcome everybody to another stream of Titanify. We are the business that automates all of your business processes. And as you can see, my camera is still trying to catch up. Let's see if I can make it a little bit smoother. Anyway, so if you're joining, welcome. Let me know where you're watching from. Always good. Hi Ilias, hi Ike, or I like. Not sure which one. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. Anybody that is watching from LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch, welcome as well. Today I'm going to go deep diving into lead generation. I'm going to show you how you can actually automate lead generation from LinkedIn into your CRM and any CRM that you're using, be it HubSpot or Pipedrive or Bravo. And what I'm going to use, well, I'm going to first show you how we do it in ClickUp. So ClickUp connected with LinkedIn, but I'm going to start setting up Dynamics 365. Dynamics 365 for sales. So also a CRM within 365. Because I think a lot of people don't really know about this tool unless you're an enterprise. But for smaller businesses, it's still a pretty unknown application that you have within 365. Yes, it's another license for sure. But honestly, the pricing point is around, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but it's about 40 euros per user per month. So if you think about it, if you think about other tools like HubSpot, Pipedrive, Bravo, or whatever CRM that you're using, you're paying the same. You're basically paying the same or even more for some of these tools that are also CRMs. So why not consider Dynamics 365 for sales? Why not building your CRM into the Dynamics 365? And this is what I want to explore together with you, because I'm not really familiar with it myself. But I want to explore because eventually, for me, it's good to have everything within 365 and to try to really put all my business processes in 365, so I can also show you how to do that and how beneficial it can be to put it all under one roof. But also the fact that we can use CoPilot in these tools. CoPilot, the AI tool, AI assistant within 365, is so powerful. It's so powerful. We're going to show this today as well. We're going to show some examples in my environment where what we can do with CoPilot, what you can do with it in all the tools that are available in 365. And it's also going to be available in your CRM tools in Dynamics 365, which makes it super powerful, because if you can tie into everything that you do, from your sales to marketing, whatever, all the documents that you have, all the information, all the communication that you're having in Microsoft 365, and you can use that and you can apply AI to it. You can ask an AI assistant to help you out, to write emails, to create plans, to create Excel sheets, to do, I don't know, even with Loop, you can create tables. You can do a lot of things with CoPilot within 365 based on your data. So if you put it all into 365, I think it's a big plus. It's a big advantage. Otherwise, you would have to integrate it with a CRM tool like with Pipedrive, for example, or with SAP or with Salesforce, whatever. And yes, you can do that, right? And you could also open up that data into 365 with CoPilot. But I would rather just have it all in one environment, not in one tool, one environment. That's the difference here. While a tool like ClickUp wants to be the all-in-one tool where you put everything in one tool, the benefit of 365 is that it's an environment, that it's an ecosystem of tools that all can interact with each other based on the same data. That's very powerful, because outside of that, like if you're not using 365 and you want to integrate, let's say, ClickUp with Pipedrive, with your email tools and whatnot, And then you have to use something like Zapier or Make.com to start integrating all of these tools with each other. And for sure, they're not talking to each other, or the integration is always different, which makes it more difficult for anybody to build any type of automation, right? So using an environment like 365 can mitigate that, because all your automations reside again in the same environment. The integrations are more or less, I mean, they use the same framework, they use the same backbone of 365 to connect with each other, which in my eyes makes it a little bit more easy to integrate everything with each other. Anyway, enough talking, I want to show things. So again, today we're going to talk about all of that, but also like how we can generate leads automatically, how we can put that into our CRM. And that's how I come to Dynamics 365 and talking about the business applications in 365. First off, let's take a look at lead generation in LinkedIn, because there was a question that I had from a couple of clients actually, how to do that, how to easily integrate lead generation from LinkedIn into their CRM, which is a common thing. A lot of people try to put, I mean, a lot of people do sales or do marketing and sales through LinkedIn. They are generating leads, but they want to get these leads. You have to follow up with these people. So how do you do that? You do that by putting them somewhere in your CRM. And in many cases, this is being done manually. Manually copying the name and then adding more and more information into your CRM. Now, the full integration with LinkedIn is, I mean, if I'm talking about lead generation and automating that, it's very much the first couple of steps, where if somebody shows interest in what you do, then it gets added to your CRM system. And from there on out, you can start following up with people. So how does that look like? That's what I'm going to show you. So let's go into the screen here and just want to make sure that everybody is seeing what I'm seeing. So, within ClickUp, why do I use ClickUp as CRM? It's been growing like that organically across many years now, because I'm able to set this up the way that I want. I can really customize it in such detail that I can put whatever field here that I want. It doesn't really matter. I can color code everything. I have the ability to add comments to all of these lines that are automatically test stamped. So followed up, I can put here, and then you have a timestamp added to it, right? So that's a big plus, that you can do that. And again, you can automate, I mean, you can customize this as much as you want, right? You can set your statuses here, so you can say these are qualified leads, qualified marketing leads. So you have a different way of grouping your leads. Very, very flexible. That's why I like ClickUp, because it's allowing me to mold my CRM to the way that I work. It's allowing me to set something up within ClickUp that fits my way of working, which in other CRM tools, that's not usually the case. Usually, like with Pipedrive, for example, it's very much email heavy, which means that all the features within Pipedrive are linked to emails. So they presume that as a salesperson, you do the communication, you do the follow-ups and so on through email, which it's not always the case, right? And in my case, I'm doing most of my follow-ups through social media. And then within these kind of CRM tools, you can add notes, for example, but that's limited. But here, I can just keep adding comments, and I can say followed up on Instagram, for example, or let's keep it at LinkedIn. Followed up on LinkedIn, and just type. I just click. So that's the beauty of this. I click, I type, I enter, and there we go. I got a history of what I have been doing. This process in other tools, not so much straightforward, because they presume that you do this through email, and if you do it through email, then it's automatically captured into your CRM. There's a history of all of that, so that works, right? But again, that's not how I work. I'm not sending emails. Honestly, I don't like to be in inbox all the time anyway. And if I'm helping businesses to automate and systemize their business, it is definitely something in the back of my mind, like how can I make sure that they don't need to spend that much time in their inbox, because that is very overwhelming and can be very frustrating to spend all of that time into your inbox. So I don't want to do that. Anyway, so this is what we have created here in ClickUp, and I use this list here, and this is basically my, right now in terms of automation, this is my catch-all leads list that I use to connect with the automation that is coming from Dripify. And Dripify is the tool that we use for LinkedIn automation. So that's this one, and yeah, that's, you can see how much it costs. So here we are. So Dripify is the tool that I'm using to automate lead generation in LinkedIn. I'm using it on and off. I'm using it in periods of time, like a couple of months, maybe a quarter, where I'm really focused on generating leads, on expanding my audience on LinkedIn in a way that it's automated, in a way that I don't need to spend hours every day to go through connection requests, to search for new people and so on. What I use Dripify for, and what I suggest everybody uses Dripify for, is really mainly to expand your audience. Expand your audience quickly. Expand your audience with very much focused target audience, because that's important. You want to connect with people still in a genuine way. No matter if it's automated or not, you still want to connect with people in a genuine way. And to do that, I believe, even through tools like this, you have to be very clear on who you're going to target, your niche, so that your messaging that you're using in your campaign is very much tailored to their situation, to their industry, to their, what they are doing. Because that will give you better results for people saying, yeah, I want to connect with you for sure. If you're just sending generic shit, if you're just sending generic sales messages, this is not going to work. No matter what automation that you're going to create, it's just not going to work, because nobody wants that kind of generic stuff in their inboxes all the time anyway, right? So I don't want to do that. So that's why I really suggest to go very, very focused. So how to do that? So within Dripify, you can set up several campaigns, and they can run all at once. As you can see here, I have several here that you can set up. And each of them has a specific amount of leads. One has more than the other. This one has a lot. The other one, some other like 109, not so much. And 109 is not that much, right, in terms of the amount of leads within your campaign. So the more, the better, as long as they're very, very specific. Like I have one, Zakenkantor in Oost-Vlaanderen. This is a Dutch one, Dutch-speaking one here in Belgium, very locally, the region where I'm from. I set this up, so within LinkedIn I go search these specific people that have this specific type of business, and I put that into one campaign. And then within that one campaign, I can craft a message that is really, really related to them. Okay. Another example would be, let's see, I think this one. Well, I have a lot of campaigns that were around LGBTQ plus because of my other business that I had, which was technology. And then I had something like this, right? So this was pointed towards LGBTQ plus businesses in a specific group, a group within LinkedIn. That's possible. You can target a group in LinkedIn and then get all the leads that are in that group. And then the kind of sequence, and this is the beauty as well of Dripify, to be honest, this is one of the strong points of Dripify, is that you can create something complex kind of automation as this one, and it's very visual, and I love that. I love that it's so visual. So here you can then start putting this together, and the first trigger is to send an invite, and within that invite you can edit the message. I'm not sure. Oh, there it is. So you can craft this message within that send invite. And then you can even personalize it with specific fields here that you can get. All these fields are fields that are available, that are filled out by most of the people within LinkedIn. So city, for example, industry, the amount of connections, you can even get that from LinkedIn, company location, all of these things you can use. Oh look, you can even do this one. That's actually really good. Mutual connection name. Now of course, again, if you use something like this and you say, I see that you're also connected with this person. If you also don't know that person that you're connected with, I mean, genuine, right? As genuine as possible, and you want to reach out to people. So I'd rather just use their first name as a variable in here that is automatically added when this message is sent to this person, and then really specific about LGBTQ plus and yada yada yada, right? So that's the message, and then from there on out, you can say wait 1 hour. Yeah, you can wait 1 hour or up to a couple of days even. I think there's a maximum. I'm not sure how much that the maximum is that you can wait, but that's what you can do. So it also, you shouldn't be spamming, right? So this allows you to not spam, right? It saves you from spamming. So then 1 day goes by, another message. And then you can set up some conditions. So if it's viewed, if the person has viewed the message, you can go either way. And also the beautiful thing about Dripify is that you can put in actions automatically. So it goes out, it finds a post of the person that you're reaching out to, and it likes a post or even endorses skills. It can view the profile and then again the messaging. But these actions that doesn't require anything from you in terms of input is being done automatically. And even though it's automated, I know it is automated, but even though it's automated, it's still nice. It's still a touch point to remind that person that you're connected with them and that they should potentially communicate with you, engage with you as well, right? So that's a good thing. I like that. I like that a lot, that you can do that. And again, you shouldn't be spamming this. You do it once in the whole sequence. You do it once, and that's enough, right? Especially in this case, if they haven't viewed your message, then this makes sense. Then like a post automatically, so they, oh wait a minute, this person Stefan liked my post. Maybe I should go back to my inbox and see what he had to say, or who is he. They check out your profile. They maybe they see that you're connected, so they go into their inbox and then they can see that message. So something that's really cool as well. So that's Dripify. That's really Dripify. You set up the sequence, so you set up the audience, you set up the sequence, and off you go. You can start it, right? You can set it on active, then it will start generating those leads and those messages. Now, where does the audience come from? So within Dripify, this works the best if you connect this with Sales Navigator. Because let's say this one, for example, so recruiting agencies EMEA, so all recruiting agencies in the European Economic Area, I can go to LinkedIn and I can search for that. Well, Sales Navigator, sorry. I can go to Sales Navigator and search for that specific audience. So I go to Sales Navigator and then I get this. Now, if you're watching on LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, whatever, and if you have a comment, just put it in the comments, put it in the chat, and I'll try to catch up with that the moment that I see it, which is not always because I'm busy. All right, so Sales Navigator. So we have our saved searches. That's what you need. You need to have a saved search, because if you go back to the saved searches, you have this one, recruiting agency owners, a specific amount of people in a headcount, right? Company headcount, region, what seniority level, and so on and so on and so on. So I get this list. Now what do you do? So you have 644 results. Wait, show 644 results, but it says I have 752 new results. $409 now. So they are 670 in total. Okay. So what do you do then? You take this URL, this search URL, and you put that into, close this because it's confusing. You put that into this one here. So I can add a new list. So I can add leads, sorry. I give it a name, new list, whatever. And then here you can see how would you like to add leads. You can use LinkedIn search. That's what I'm going to do. You can just create a full list of profile URLs and use that, or upload a CSV. But I'm going to use the LinkedIn search because that's the easiest. I just put in this link from Sales Navigator, and what it will do, you can see 644. So if I go to Sales Navigator, I see 644. So all of these people here will be loaded into this list of leads. I say I want to get them all, so they will all be added to this list. Once you do that, you have something like this. So 303 leads here, and once you activate this campaign, it will start in the background. Dripify will start taking all of these profiles from LinkedIn, putting them in here, and then here you can see how many leads have gone through the full sequence, how many leads are continuing, how many leads are ready to enter the sequence. So I still have 100 leads here that didn't even enter the automation yet. So if I turn this on, it will continue with those 100, or even with those 167, depending on where they are in the sequence. Now the real power, and this is what I want to get to, because this is not a live stream about how to do lead generation, what you should say and so on. I'm not going to go into that. What I want to show you is how you can connect all the leads towards your CRM. And that's how you do it. Here, this is how you do it. So here, for each campaign, by the way, so you can do this for each of these campaigns separately. What you can do is you can set up a webhook. Now, what is a webhook? Basically, without going into too much detail, let's go here. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to show that easily. But, so what is a webhook? A webhook is basically once an action happens, right? So once an action happens in a specific tool, then it will, how should I say this? If an action happens within Dripify and you have specified a specific URL, that's called the webhook. It will call that URL, and what it will do, it will add all the information from that action, all the metadata that a tool gives to that action. It will send that to that URL. That's basically it. That's what it does. So here you can see, push your leads data from Dripify to other software you use through app integration app like Zapier. So it pushes the data coming from Dripify into whatever tool that you're using, and it uses, you have to provide a URL. So this is the webhook URL from Zapier that we've put in here. Within Zapier, we created a Zap that starts with a hook, with a webhook. This one will catch the data, right? So Dripify hooks itself, or the vice versa, or Zapier hooks itself to Dripify. Creating this trigger action generates a specific webhook URL. Again, this webhook URL is different, is unique for each Zap. So if you create a new Zap, you will get a new webhook URL. That's how it works. So you could make a combination between these kind of campaigns here. So for each campaign, you could create a specific Zap that pushes data towards whatever, that gives you a notification. I don't know, you can go as far as you want. You can go as detailed or as advanced as you want within Zapier, basically. Once you have the data, you can do whatever with the data. So what I have been doing in the last few months to automate adding all of these leads, so all these people here, I've put them, all of them, into ClickUp. Now I have to go to the right one. Give me my ClickUp. Where is it? Oh God, here it is. So here's ClickUp. All these people come from, wait a minute. So all these people come from the webhook. Actually, all these people come from Zapier that has created these tasks based on a webhook. So based on an action here that has happened within Dripify. Now, which action do you ask? Which action triggers this kind of a webhook? Well, if I go back to this one again, so the action, we define the action ourselves, basically. Because here we can say which action should activate the webhook. Which action will send this data to the webhook. Here I say after a lead replies. So let's see, what options do we have here? Because I'm actually curious now. Usually I use this one, or even after connection request is accepted, right? That's an obvious one because you add the lead into your system once it becomes clear that that person shows an interest in what you do. And they will only, let's say 90% only connects with you, with your connection requests, if they are somewhat curious about who you are. If they are totally not interested, they would not connect with you. I mean, I would not do that. Again, I would say LinkedIn is best used to create a network of your ideal customers or partnerships, right? Or people that you want to have into your sphere of influence. You don't want people into your network on LinkedIn just because they look nice. With all due respect, then you should go to Instagram or something like that. But do not use LinkedIn like that. Use LinkedIn, create your network for business opportunities, for referrals, for getting your ideal customers connected with you. That's how I would use this. And that's also why I'm only adding people into ClickUp, not if they have not if they have accepted the connection request, but I add them to ClickUp if they have replied on my message. That's when. Not after profile is viewed, after release post is liked. So you can see these are all actions either coming from me or based on the action that they take. And of course, if they take an action based on what I send them, I think that is a good indication that this can become a lead. You would do it anyway. Even if you don't have this kind of automation, you would do it anyway. You would see that somebody has connected with you. You would follow up with them anyway. Are they leads? You can debate on that, right? That's why it's so important that if you do this kind of sales navigator search, that you're very specific. Who do you want to connect with? That has to be very, very, very clear. As much as you can filter this, go for it. So then if this happens, if a lead replies on your message, then that becomes a lead. Because also within your sequence, so within the sequence, your first couple of messages should at least indicate or talk about who you are. So here I say I'm Stefan from Titanify, I'm a tech nerd, blah, blah, blah. I'm passionate about optimizing business operations to increase efficiency and productivity, right? And then I say, I'd love to connect and share insights on making businesses like yours highly efficient so you can unchain yourself from your desk. That's my connection request. So I tell them who I am. I already tell them that I'm an expert in optimizing business operations and that I would want to share with them some ideas on how making their business highly efficient. That's the first message. If they accept the connection request, that's a touch point, and that's an indication that, well, in some cases people don't read these kind of connection requests and they accept everything. So that's one thing. But that's why I do not add these people that have accepted the connection request as leads before they reply, either on the first message or on the second one, which is an invite to a lead magnet. This is a lead magnet, right? And here you could even, to make it even better, you would add a question here. Well, if they don't reply here, fine, no worries. If they would do the lead magnet, I get their details as a lead anyway. But that's another mechanism, that's another automation, another tool. So I go further, more lead magnets to eventually, and I'm not sure if I actually have it, so I could, yeah, this one. So eventually I ask, we'd love to get your feedback on the quiz and the guide. What do you think about it? If you're not interested, I'm not even sure that you would reply on that. in many cases, the people that do reply on that are somewhat interested in what you do, and they are leads. Look, it's a numbers game, right? The more leads that you have, the more chances that you have that there's somebody in there that could be a potential customer. So if it means that you need to have 600 leads to generate 6 sales that are worth, I don't know, 10K per sale, and this is worth it, right? The problem that most business owners, including me, face is that to send out 600 connection requests or more to get enough people to talk to you, right? So you have to at least send 600 messages, at least. Now I have here 1, 2, 3, let's say 4 messages times 600. That becomes a lot to follow up with. That becomes a lot if you only have a couple of minutes, maybe an hour per day, to get to that point that you're sending 600 or more, or even 1200 of these messages. How long will it take you? That's why I think using something like this makes sense. It just makes sense. Just to expand your network, just to be able to have enough conversations started, right? And this makes sense, 100%. All right, so we have our webhook, right? So the webhook connects to Zapier, which is here. So here I have my trigger. So let's edit this one so you can see more in detail. Okay, got distracted. So we have our trigger here. So it's called catch hook, obvious. You could pick off a child key. I'm not going to do that. I just want a full payload, as they say. I want to get the full payload. Let's see if we have some new records coming through. So this is the latest one. So here you can see within Zapier what is the full payload, which means what is the full amount of metadata that has been catched by this hook. And you can see first name, last name, location. This is coming from Dripify, and the link to their LinkedIn profile, the website, email is in here, the phone number is in here, a position, that's all in here, right? That's all what's in here, which is great because that's what I need, that's what I want, and that's what I'm going to add into ClickUp, into my CRM. So here I just add another task into my Titanify leads list, which is here, Titanify leads. This is getting added. And look, here you can just quickly see how it looks like. And you can optimize that. This is by no means fully optimized because it's adding like the full name, and then it's adding the company name in the title of the task. It's adding some labels, which in some cases are useful, in other cases they are not useful. It's adding their company website, it's adding their LinkedIn profile, which is very useful because then I just can click and I open their LinkedIn profile. And I think that's about it. That's the only things that I'm adding here. You could add more, right? Because you can do with that data coming from the webhook as much as you want. So I could add all of these fields actually, not just this, not just the website and so on, also the city. For example, we have the email. What else do we have? We have a phone number, which is very interesting. So if you have a sales team that needs to call a lead the moment that they show an interest, well, this is perfect. You can add the phone number in your CRM system. You hook up your CRM system with a phone tool on your computer or your phone central, and you call people basically. Because if you call people, that's also powerful, right? So you can do that by connecting this with this simple Zap, and that's it. That's how you do it. That's how you connect your LinkedIn search here, your Sales Navigator search. You link that to an automated outreach campaign, a sequence right here, which then triggers a specific webhook here that goes into Zapier here and then to your CRM. I use ClickUp. I mean, if you use Zapier, you can use whatever here. You can use Pipedrive. You can use Bravo. You can use, I'm not really sure, Salesforce. Let's see if they have it. Salesforce, yeah. SAP, that would be crazy. I don't think so, no. But yeah, you can put it in all of these systems. Awesome. So check it out. It's really cool. It's really cool. I love this kind of automations because it's very practical. It's very useful. It saves a lot of time. So I love these kind of things. Good. I hope that was useful for somebody. Next up, so look, this is what you can do to connect your LinkedIn outreach efforts to a CRM tool. And I connect this one to, why is it so choppy? Should not be so choppy. Let's see if this is better. I think it's my computer that is slightly starting to die on me. Because it should be smooth. Okay, what else do I want to do here? So yeah, CoPilot actually, yeah, that's good. CoPilot, I need to show CoPilot. CoPilot, and then I want to show Dynamics 365 for sales. And then the next step is to connect actually Dripify, not with ClickUp, but I want to connect it with Dynamics 365. That's what I want to connect it with. So let's do that. I'm going to share again. There we go. Okay, CoPilot. Did you know what you can do with CoPilot? CoPilot is and CoPilot for Microsoft 365, to be clear here. So CoPilot for 365 is the most productive CoPilot for 365 is the most productivity boosting tool that you can get within 365 and any of the business tools out there, honestly. I would say ClickUp is getting closer to being very useful as well within their AI. They also have AI. So here you have AI within ClickUp, which can become very powerful as well, because also ClickUp has a lot of functionality. But CoPilot in 365, oh my god. And once you have a license of CoPilot, this is what you get to see. So this is your starting page. And here you can do a lot of things. Last few weeks, I've been helping to develop a full scenario to showcase all of the possibilities of CoPilot. And the scenario was from a project manager that was coming back from a 2-week holiday, and they needed to catch up with a lot of stuff that has been happening the last 2 weeks, all of their projects and whatnot. And instead of going into your email inbox and seeing an exploded inbox of hundreds of emails that you need to catch up with, especially the first couple of days, instead of wasting your time going through each and one of them to see if there's anything relevant or anything urgent, And we can use CoPilot for that right now. We can use something like this. Where was I mentioned? Summarize emails where I was mentioned recently. Make it detailed, highlighting the sender and categorizing by topic of the email. And this is a predefined prompt already. So if I click on this, and if I run this prompt, then CoPilot will look into my emails in Outlook and starts to summarize them and gives me an idea what I have been missing or what I need to follow up with as much as possible, as soon as possible. Okay. And as with live demos goes, then you get something like this, which is completely, well, it's unexpected, but it's not, how should I say, it's sometimes it's normal. I mean, CoPilot is still a pretty new tool within the 365 space. Trust me, it works. If it works, it will work really well. So let's try again, but this definitely worked and works for sure. Maybe we have to trim down a little bit our expectations in terms of the prompt, but this is being developed right in the background. So okay, not working right now. I can go to Outlook and do the same actually. But let's just, oh yeah, maybe I can look. It also gives me some other prompts here because it actually knows that I have mails from Chris Smith, that I have mails from Zoe Darlington, right? So let's pinpoint, let's focus on this one. So somewhere in the background, it already did summarization of these emails, just doesn't show it, I don't know why. There we go. So here's a detailed summary of recent emails from Zoe. So these are the emails that she has sent me. And then you can also see the references. So again, this just gets to show you how powerful this is in terms of productivity. I don't need to remember what Zoe has sent me a couple of days ago, how important it was, or what was in the email. I can just look at it, right? And I get the references. So I get the reference to the sheet, for example. I get a reference to the email as well, which opens Outlook. So this saves me a lot of time. This saves me a huge amount of time. So I don't need to go through the email again and again. And if you're a project manager, for example, and if you need to catch up with a project because it has been a while, you have a meeting tomorrow with your potential customer or with your client about that project, and it's been 2 weeks that you've been into that project. How are you going to prepare for that meeting? Are you going to go through all of the emails, all of the documents, all of the project plans, or are you going to use CoPilot? I think using CoPilot, first of all, makes a ton of sense. I've done a lot of things already with CoPilot to make sure that I can remind myself a little bit, what was this about again? What was it? And it's super cool, right? So, and this is just emails. So what we can also do is we can ask like, okay, give me, let's put it otherwise. Wait, let's just create a new chat. Let's go through the default ones first to get some ideas. So here you can catch up on a meeting, what's new from a specific person in your company, what should be on my radar from emails. This is again emails. This is summarized Teams messages and so on. So it's a lot about email, a lot about Teams messages and how to catch up with those kind of things. But then you go deeper. And what do I mean with that? Well, then you go to, for instance, a popular one that I like a lot is using it in another new tool, which is called Loop. So Loop is the competitor that Microsoft created for Notion. This is a Notion competitor. But for now, it's still internal within 365. You're not able to share this outside of 365, so it's very much for internal use, but it's already very powerful. It's already helping to get people from Notion into 365, especially if you already have license in 365. You just get this with your license. So how cool is that? Now, CoPilot is also active here. What you can do is you can ask CoPilot to help you draft page content. Then you can ask it to, for instance, brainstorm strategies to attract new customers using social media. Boom. And you can ask it to create a draft. And then it comes up with this, right? A full overview of things you can do. And you can even refine it again. You can actually apply another prompt on the same result. So you could say, add some time frames to this. And I'm going on a limb here. Put them in red. A small thing, right? But you can already start imagining what else you can do with this. So it didn't put it in red, but it did put the time frames to it. You see? I love it. I just love it, right? You can see here, this is created by CoPilot. And you can refine and refine and refine and refine the same result in place. In place. Not just like a chat that goes on and on and on and on. No, 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 no. It is changing it and refining it in place. I find that amazing. I don't know. I find it super useful for many things. Again, if you're talking about project management, project plans, project briefs, within Loop you can create a page now from a template. So let's do that. And if you have a project, you can say, give me a project brief. Include the data or include the content, use this template. Boom. There you go. Right? And then here, I didn't try this yet, but I'm going to try it now. So can I select this? So what it can also help you do with CoPilot, so you have all these tables here, right? Now, what I'm going to try to do, oh yeah, this is it. Look at this. So you can have the full table, you can select it, you can say rewrite with CoPilot. What do you want to do with it? Okay, just add a table, add a row, no, add a column, sorry. And this is team members, so add a column with fictive email addresses. I will adjust this table and it will add that column. You have to have a bit of patience, but okay. Okay, maybe a little bit too much patience at this time. Come on. This is what happens when you have live demos. Maybe I should have asked something simpler. Just add a column or something. Right? Let's just stop. Add a column with for email. For email. There we go. And where is it now? Oh no. And again it goes wrong. Oh god, no. Sorry people. I don't know why it's happening. Now I cannot select it. Oh, here we go. Okay, do it again. I want you to add a column. Add a column. Just add a column, please. Now this is on an existing table. My god, now it takes long. I guess they still need to work on this because this doesn't really work. What does work, and I've tested this before, what does work is this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna create tickets for, let's say, create a ticket for following up a project. Make sure to include a column for priorities. So if I do this, so create tickets, let's say a to-do table. Let's do that. So I want to create a to-do table for following up a project more. Make sure to include a column for priorities. Let's see. There we go. So it created this table automatically. So here's an example of a to-do table to following up on a project with a column for priorities. So that's what it generated, right? This. So it generated some fictive tasks, assignees, and this is coming from people that it mentioned here already. So it understands that some people here might be an assignee for these kind of tasks. It puts a due date. Not sure where that's coming from. I guess this is May 2021. Not sure where that's coming from. And then you have your priorities, okay? And you can refine it. So I could say color code the priorities. So this is a way to, for yourself, to create your own spaces in Loop that are very highly adjustable, and this doesn't work as well. But then you can also share this. So I can then pull this and I can create a loop component from it, which means that now I have this, I can copy this, copy the component, and I can actually send an email to Zoe. Not this one. Where does that come from? Still the one from LinkedIn. So what I want is, I want to copy this. So copy this loop component, and I want to put that in an email towards Zoe. So what it will do, it will add this component into your email. Zoe will be able to open this. Now, caveat here, Zoe needs to be added to your loop, right? So now actually nobody has access, so she wouldn't be able to see that. But also she needs to be in your own environment. So in your 365, she needs to be in there as well. Otherwise, she will not have access to this. But if this is a team member, for example, you can send this, right? You can send this to them, and they are able to update this. They would be able to change the priority, for example, or the due date or whatever. And if I do that here, so if I say very low, from within Outlook, this is adjusted in here. Look, it's changed here. And at the same time, if I would say add another line, Not sure if it's going to do that. Maybe I should say add another task. No, not sure what it did. Add another task. I want to have the 6 so I can show that by combining CoPilot, AI assistant, with Loop, with Outlook, you can create amazing things. So here, number 6, another task. Here, oh wow, number 6, another task. So in terms of collaboration, this is amazing. This is just crazy. How much you can collaborate with each other and still use AI at the same time. And I can see that I can even do CoPilot from within my Outlook on this Loop component. And I can see the prompts that I have been using. So all of it is interconnected with each other. I mean, that's so cool. That is so good. More people need to know about this because this is going to change a lot of businesses, the operations, the way that people work together. If you can use this in your business, can you already see what kind of an advantage that you have towards businesses that don't have this? And yes, of course, you need to set it up. You need to make sure that it's not just something fancy that people can do and just can show, like I can show you now, like how fancy this is, but it's not usable in my business right now. You have to think about your processes. You have to think about how you can use this. But if you can connect this with your business processes, and if you're able to really use this, this is going to enhance your way of working so much. It's crazy. It's just crazy. Anyway, what I want to, before we go, because I'm almost out of time here, before we go, I want to start exploring the business apps. So I went ahead and got a license for one of the business apps, not admin, not that one. So you have your apps, your office apps, but also you have your business apps. And the business apps that's what I have here, the sales. So I started the sales trial. So this is Dynamics. So I'm going to get in here. So this is Microsoft 365. And well, this is Dynamics 365. But it can also connect with 365 with the full environment. That's what I want to do as well. I want to really explore more about this, because if I'm now using ClickUp or you're using PipeDrive, Bravo, whatever, and you have a license on 365, it might be worth exploring what you can do with the CRM tool within 365. And I say 365 interchangeably between Microsoft 365 and Dynamics 365, because in the end, look, it's the full environment, right? It's a full environment that we want to use. So this is the CRM actually. I still have 12 days, but I'm going to continue using this because I really want to build out my CRM in this. And why not? People that say, yeah, but this is for enterprises. Look what you got within your CRM. You got CoPilot again. You got CoPilot in your CRM. This is test data, by the way. This is not my data. This is test data. Look. So what we can do, get latest news for account. I don't know what this is. This is just default prompts. So, oh yeah, look, here's some news from Bing for your top accounts. So it looks through my CRM. It identifies some of these leads, and it finds on Bing, the search engine of Microsoft, news items. So you could use that in your conversations. You could use that as a follow-up touch point with your leads right here. Perfect. You know, what else can we do? Ask questions. What's newly assigned to me? No results. What else? Prepare for sales appointments. No results. What are some good follow-up actions for my hottest leads? You don't know that yet. Okay. Well, it's still, I guess it's still early days, but I mean, having CoPilot here, I think it's amazing. I'm not, this is like 5 minutes that I'm in this tool right now, so I still need to figure out how to really use it in a good way, but start over. No, I don't want to start over. Let's say, who is my biggest account? You don't know that. It's in here, right? Let's go to leads. Let's see here. This is a trial. I think this is the one that I have with already some data in, because I have another one. This one. That is mine, I think. But Dynamics 365 has always been a little bit, I don't know, it's the same. My work list. Is it the same now? Wait. No, this is not the same. This is different. Sales trial. Oof, there's a lot in here. Look, CoPilot. Highlights, summarizing. So it's really integrated into every aspect. And here you have your pipeline, your stages of a lead. Okay, I dig it. Inactive, proposed solution. So my work list is this. This is 2024, yeah. April. This is all test data. So, how should I approach? Because these are the things that I want to use CoPilot for. I want to ask like for advice, what are the next steps and so on. How should I approach Gabriella? Don't know your one yet, but I'm always learning. No, a little bit useless right now. I'm sorry. Invoices, products, but this is a CRM. Wait, yeah, this is CRM, but orders, invoices are in here as well. Campaigns, this is marketing, sales, leads, customers. What is in here then? Customers, contacts, accounts. Try new look, yes. Switch to new look. Maybe that's why I only see this. Oh, that's the same. My open leads. Let's see. Get info. Show my pipeline. Okay. Oh. Cool. What else? Summarize lead. Summarize lead. Kenya Brady. Okay, okay. Seminar, it is warm. What's a good follow-up action? Look, and this is also good, of course, for people that don't know. LinkedIn is owned by Microsoft, and Dynamics 365 has an integration with LinkedIn. So I have to look into it more in detail, but it could mean that what I just showed you with Dripify, it could possibly, not sure yet, possibly be integrated as well in here already. But I have to really research that a little bit. Look, beyond the standard questions that you can ask Copilot, it doesn't really provide any more information. So that's a bit, yeah, it's not that good, honestly. I would have expected a little bit more than that, but okay. So we have the new look here, yeah. But this has a lot of potential for sure. I'm just a little bit, so this is sales trial, this is sales hub, this is what I'm paying for, I guess. So if I go to leads, focused view, you can use AI Builder even in here. You can use flow, visualize the view, show chart. These are all views, okay. So this is the lead. So I want to add lead here plus lead. Scan business card. What is that? Okay, topic. Hello. Test topic. I don't know. Personal information. Is this a plus? What does that do? Type the name. This becomes your account name when lead is qualified and converted to a customer account. Titanology. Contact details. Titan at Titanology. .world. Save and close. Okay, view record. Lead opportunity sales is a sales process. A lead to opportunity or a lead to a prospect, I guess. Then. And this one, wait. Yeah, look. It automatically created this. I didn't even ask for it. Lead summary. Test topic. And now find relevant navigator profiles. Let's do that one. I'm curious now. God damn it. Under business management settings to use. Let's do that one. Wait. Business management settings. Where do I find that? Goals, cases, campaigns. Not sure where I do that, honestly. Wait, enable. Oh, maybe if we can ask, because if Copilot has access to Bing, we can say how to. You don't know that yet. You don't know a lot, huh? Maybe go here. Let's ask CoPilot in here. How to this. It could be that I need to extend it to the web to do this. No. So let's go here. We can extend CoPilot. It finds some information here, but it's honestly not really related to anything. But I can extend it with web content. And then when it doesn't find the information on our environment, it goes out and uses Bing, I guess, to search the web, basically. So I want to know how to enable in Dynamics 365. I want CoPilot now to go to the web and look for it. Here we go, coming through, yeah, there we go. So because I extended it, I allowed it to go to the web, it searches like you would search on Google or whatever, or on Bing, and it finds the information. So then I can do this, right? So here we have actually the link to the page. And yeah, I can do that. So I go to 365. I have to go to, so where am I? Not the trial, I want Sales Hub. So go to settings, advanced, I guess. Wait, what does it say? Advanced settings on the business management settings page. Select LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Let's see, I tried it before, it didn't work, I remember. So let's see if it works now. Let's see. Takes a long while. I'm still live here, yeah. TikTok kicked me out because I wasn't active anymore. It's just because I wasn't doing anything in their app that they just kicked me out. That's stupid. Waiting, still waiting. Why does it take so long? I can understand that it can be quite overwhelming if you use this as your CRM at the first try, because there's a lot in here. A lot. Not sure what's happening. It's very slow now. I'm gonna close this one. Okay, here we are. The old way of doing things, I guess. And here we have LinkedIn Sales Navigator. And this goes, I have no idea where. Is this now done? Oh, fuck. Okay, again. Processing. Oh, wow. What is all of this? LinkedIn, yeah, okay, I want this one. So what is this one? LinkedIn integration knowledge is power, for sure. Be among the first to see what's changing in your sales environment. So first, find targeted leads, gain insights, and close deals. Enable Sales Navigator intelligence for all leads, opportunities, accounts, and contacts. Let's put that on. Daily profile picture updates. Stay up to date with blah 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 blah. Okay, put that on. See personnel and employment. Users see notifications when contacts change organizations. Sure. CRM sync and data validation must be activated. What is that? Oh. View guide. I have to activate that in Sales Navigator. Yeah, have that, yes. It's recommended to use integration. Personal, prerequisite sales, sales navigator, advanced plus license. I don't have that. No. Wait, master sales admin license to authenticate between your organization. Sales admin license. Not sure what that is, but this one I don't have that one. That's for sure. Because if I go to Sales Navigator here, which account do I have? Let's check my social selling index. Ooh, it's dropped. It was 70 plus. It's dropped. Where is my billing? Shit. Settings. Advanced plus. Ah, here. Manage your LinkedIn. Learn about. So here, Sales Navigator Core. I guess I need to upgrade when I need to use that. Nah, I don't need this. Okay, let's see. Let's just try it out and let's see if it works. I'm gonna remove this. So, where was I? Here. No. Here. I'm just gonna turn it on. Let's see, I don't know. Data validation. Let's save. Was updated successfully. Okay. Okay. Now what? You have all of these other settings here. What can we do with CoPilot? Try our newest. Oh yeah, please, for sure. Give me all the new ones. Auto is currently off. Turning on and allows to summarize the recent changes since the sun last logged in. Yeah, turn it on, please. Dataverse search is currently off. Sellers won't be able to search for records until it's turned on. Activate that. God. The power of CoPilot is all in there, so just activate this. Now, CoPilot in Dynamics 365, for anybody watching, it's an extra license, and it's a lot. CoPilot for sales. Let's search for that, because I know it's a different license. CoPilot for sales. CoPilot for sales here. Pricing. I don't think I will take CoPilot for sales, to be honest. I think it's annual. It's paid annually, I think. Oh, it includes CoPilot for 365. Huh. Wait, what does it say? Business Premium will be required. Yeah, customers who already have CoPilot here can purchase CoPilot for sales for an additional 20 per user per month. So I have CoPilot. If I want to use this, it's an extra 20 per user per month. Wait, Dynamics 365 premium customers will need to pay 30 per user per month for CoPilot for 365 to get the full sales experience. I mean, it adds up. I mean, by itself, you can enable one or more features. Just do this one, please. Why is it not working? I don't know. Default. Sales Hub. Sales team member, sales trial. Save. Dataverse search is currently off. Yeah, turn it on. Is it on now? Yeah. Opportunities. Cool. You can choose which fields will be shown in summaries or checked for recent changes. Ah, okay. So this is working now? No, this one not. What is data validation? Seems to work, no? I don't get a notification, so I'm not sure. Let's leave it open. Let's go back now here to my sales hub. Do a refresh. Email. To access the email tab, open an email draft regarding leads, opportunities, accounts. Where do I find this one? Timeline. Phone call. MyWire CoPilot. Nice. Like it. Okay, leads. So basically if I would send... Whoa. Oh yeah, it automatically gets the lead info every time that I select one. I don't mind, that's not bad. Here you have all the information. So it follows along while you're doing it. So what I will do now, so what if I send an email from here? Oh, I wanna create a business automation. Let's do that. So I compose one to my email. This one. I need a business process automation. Typos is okay. Hi, can you help me create a better process automation for my business? Let's see. Send. I would expect that it would enter somewhere in here. In the meantime, look at this. I already did. I did. I guess it will take some time before it gets added. Tag records. So where do I get my emails? Or should I do that in Outlook? Email a link. Let's go to Outlook. I'm curious how this works. Files, details, activities. This one. Can I do something with this? No. Because this is coming from the email that is connected to this lead. See here, email. That's coming from that. Well, actually not. Ah. Why is this coming from Stefan? Email. Okay, no. Can I add this? Huh. I'm curious how you put this then. Something to figure out. Because then I want to see what this does. So on other news, still need to figure this out. That's it for today. I'm gonna stop here because there's too much to explore, to go through. But yeah, I think this is great. This is definitely something that I want to dive deep into and get to know more and more and more and more about this, because this looks cool. This I cannot lie. This looks cool compared to some of the other tools that are out there. Especially the CoPilot thing is definitely, yeah, so exciting. So good to see what the future is bringing. So love it. Love everything about it. All right. That's it. Thank you everybody for watching live on demand wherever you are. If you need anything like this, if you need any help with this, with automating business processes, optimizing your systems, integrating with whatever. You've seen all of the details here. You've seen what you can do, how deep you can go within all of this. If you need help with that, if you're stuck somewhere, if you want to save some time and money in your business and automate your business processes, here is where you need to go. Send me a message. You can find me on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on TikTok, on all of these platforms. Send me a message. I'll be happy to help out. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice evening, rest of your evening, and we will see each other very soon again. Bye bye.